Well, hello, Tube. Today we have On the Trail of Four by Max Brand, aka Frederick Schiller Faust. Um, you know what? I'm not even gonna bother checking to see if this is on bookshop.org since I didn't do it before I started this video. Um, but still, I'm gonna put my affiliate link down below. So if you want to go buy some cool books, use my affiliate link. I get a little commission. You get the books at no extra cost to you. And I didn't bother looking it up because, for one, I forgot, and two, I didn't like this one. This one was a slog to get through, and it was only 158 pages. It was a 158 page slog. Yeah. So our main guy, Hugo Ames, he's wanted for $15,000. He's hiding out in the mountains, been for some time, for like 4 years. In a heavy fog, stumbles upon uh, Jank Jenkins, Truck Jenkins cabin, stupid names, um, where Trunk is Trunk or whatever the heck his name was dying, attempted murder, and with his last breaths, he mentioned that his son is the murderer. And so, come dawn, when the fog clears, he gets on these guys' trail. The other guy, there's a fight, there's a scuffle. Hugo Ames punched a dude in his ribs, and it like busted in his side, and it was terrible. And the other guys ran off all scared, and um, he decides, since he's such a nice guy, that he'd stay back and nurse this guy that whose side he caved in back to health. And while he was gone one morning, he was double crossed by this man who stole his wonderful burro and took off on him. And he basically followed him to this town where he decided, I'm worth $15,000. I better become an alias. So he came with the alias Fernando Mendez or something. I don't remember. Federico Mendez. I don't know. Mendez. And he is at the bar where a fight breaks out. I don't remember if he's at a bar, because honestly, I don't care. Fight breaks out. He crushes the ribs of this guy, and who's there to kind of see it happen is the guy's ribs who he got crushed. So, but he had a new identity by then, so he didn't recognize him. Anyway, later on, he's approached by the wealthy leader of the town, where he is hired to protect um, his daughter and future son-in-law, who from this Hugo Ames. And so he's basically protecting these people from himself. And so he takes the job, and him and the future son-in-law can't get along because he doesn't want to protect her. And then the hubbub starts, and come to find out, let's just cut to the chase. His future son-in-law, the future son-in-law, is looking to kill the dad, take all the money, maybe take the girl. Um, it's not really clear as to really what his end motive is. He gets stopped. Um, I guess spoiler alert. I'm spoiling it for you. Spoiler alert. Uh, Mendez, Hugo Ames, whatever you want to call him, decides not to stay, and he goes back to his mountains to be happy and never want to see Capornano, whatever the heck the guy's name is, ever again. It was painful. It wasn't. And it was written. I believe it's called first person. Excuse me for not knowing the English. It was all eyes. I said I said I said I. And just kind of to show you the fluffy writing style, I had a little marker, and I thought I'd read a couple paragraphs or a paragraph to you. So this is fight at the end, right? Rather the arms of the octopus for Vide, that's the future son-in-law. Rather than the arms of the octopus for Vide, than my arms at the moment, for the octopus reaches blindly, and I was using all the senses of triumph. Even so, with all the vast excesses of my strength over him, it was not easy to master him. He whirled and twisted like a veritable eel. My first grip made the revolver fall out of his hands, but even in that swift, close melee, he was able to get out a knife. For the octopus reaches blindly. Come on, give me a break. That's how the whole book read. I don't even know why. Don't ask me why I finished it. It was painful. It was long. I'm kind of disappointed. I read a Max Brand last year. I don't remember what I thought of it. I kind of want to go back and look because if I didn't care for it and I didn't care for this one, then I'm next year when it's time to read westerns, I'm probably just going to look right past Max Brand and try somebody else. So that's it for this one, peeps. I have a crazy beard hair just kind of dangling there, don't I? Let me know down below. Have you read On the Trail of Four by Max Brand? Did you like it? Did you hate it? What did I get right? What did I get wrong? Do you even like Max Brand? He's not really one. I mean, he had like 1,300 books under various names. He wrote profusely. He didn't have a very long life. I think he died pretty early. Oh, I should have mentioned too. This was written in 1925 ish. Um, I think it was 1925. I couldn't really find a date. I kept seeing the 70s and the 80s, and I think those are just newer versions. But it says copyright 1925, so that's what we're going to go with. And it was renewed in 1953. I want to sneeze. That's it for this one, peeps. Cheers.